Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes. Joining me and the crew tonight, we have Digger Charlie and Ninjan from Stealth Diggers. How you guys doing tonight?
Awesome. Hello, everybody.
We are doing great.
That's awesome. Now, I'm going to start out with some obvious stuff, so I hope you guys are ready. First off, how long you guys been metal detecting?
Well, he's been metal detecting longer than I've
been at it for 6 years.
And I'm, about 2?
2.5.
2.5.
Okay. Really? I figured you guys were at it longer than that.
Well, we come into the hobby from a different angle, as opposed to being metal detectorists learning history and exploring.
Mm-hmm.
We've been exploring for decades. I got into the history a long time ago, and it led me to metal detecting.
Really?
So it's kind of backwards from the norm.
Uh-huh.
Right. As we've known each other, for over 20 years, and we used to explore, abandoned buildings, just different things, and we never thought, wow, what's below
under
our
the ground?
Feet? Yeah,
right.
What are we walking on here? And then, by then Charlie had Stealth Diggers up and running, and we started talking again, and the next thing you know,
she's swinging a machine.
I'm swinging and I'm swinging.
Pretty cool. But do you remember...
Charlie, what in history got you to metal detecting? Do you remember that pivotal moment?
Well, local history has always been intriguing to me, because around here it hasn't been overdeveloped like a lot of other places. Mm-hmm. So you can walk through the woods around here, and it literally has not changed, with the exception of the vegetation, in 150 years. So I was always intrigued as to
the rock walls.
Well, the rock walls are just unbelievable around here. And one day I saw a piece of shiny pink glass sticking out of a overturned tree, went over, started probing around, and realized I was standing on a bottle dump, and that led me to bottle digging initially.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's pretty neat. So do you remember, so that was your first find with the detector, or no?
No, that was just
okay.
Straight up analog digging with a,
So,
naked eye.
Right, the naked eye and a little shovel.
So do you remember what that first find was that really set you off with your detector? That said, this is it, this is what I want to do?
There was not one pivotal item.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, the first day I went out with a metal detector, I could not believe how much metal was actually in the ground. Here you are walking out in this beautiful, clean forest, thinking nothing has happened out here forever.
Right.
And the machine is just non-stop with iron and nails. And so that was enough right there, all the activity that was in the ground, to make me just keep going and going and going.
So that was it. And then is that when you started Stealth Diggers, or did Stealth Diggers come later?
No, Stealth Diggers I didn't conceive until a year and a half later.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to start documenting what I was doing.
Sure. And it seems like it's taken off pretty good. How many videos do you got now out there, Charlie?
It's got to be close to upper 200s.
Wow.
Wow. We're like episode 227, but there's a lot of videos in between. I mean, for 5 years almost, I've put up one video or more. I haven't missed a week, so it's added up quickly.
You put your videos up every Thursday, correct?
Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but a lot lately I've been doing a lot of in-betweenies, but 7 p.m. on Thursdays is a staple.
Right. Now, for everybody listening that don't know you, what state are you guys out of?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. So you get to not too great winters also, right?
Oh man, it's
Killer.
yeah, terrible.
Uh-huh.
The worst.
And we're in a mountain range, so it's literally you can drive 10 miles away from here, and it's completely different conditions.
Oh, wow. So is
Yeah, the worst of the worst.
Oh, I bet. So is it tough for you guys to get your videos out in this kind of conditions? I mean, what do you do?
I film ahead.
Oh, well, there you go. That makes sense.
Yeah, somebody commented a couple weeks ago who also is from New Hampshire, and they just were like, how is it not snowing where you are? So I basically budget myself through the season to make sure that I can get through to April.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. So you're doing a lot of videoing.
Yeah, I'm filming basically an entire year and a half a year.
And your crew consists of how many people? There's more than just you and Ninja, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a solid, 9 of us, 10 of us, and then there's an extended 20 of us.
Wow.
Of friends that we see here and there. So it's a good, tight group.
Right. I watched a couple of you guys' videos, and it seemed like I said, it seemed about 5 or 6 people in there. And, right.
They're really good videos.
They are.
Yeah. Do you do the editing?
Yep, I do all that.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were.
And it's his music. That's all his.
All good.
Yeah, everything in there. Somehow he is able to capture the moment of all our happiness and struggles of hiking to get to cellar holes, and just the pure chaos of just like the craziness of our friends and us. And he somehow is able to put that together smoothly in a video, and it flows. And then he adds his music to it, and it's brilliant to me because when I watch it for myself, knowing that I've been there that day, and he is able to pick the best moments of that day, and of our friends, that it's brilliant. It really is.
Now, somebody just asked, what software do you use? iMovie. Okay, there you go. That was Bear Digger just asked that question. So
Elwood out in California.
Hey, Elwood.
We know our SDN brothers and sisters.
There you go. See? That's pretty cool. So what kind of machines you guys use, and what was the first machine you started with?
We both used the Garrett AT Gold. I started with a Ace 350, and yours was a...
I had an Ace 250.
Hey.
And then I moved up. Charlie let me borrow his...
You borrowed an AT Pro for
AT
quite a
Pro.
long time, yeah.
and now I am on an AT Gold, and I'm loving it.
Seems like everybody loves those AT Golds, don't they?
Yeah, and especially around here, the ground is so mineralized with natural iron. The beauty of that machine, it really does a great job of telling you where the iron is.
Okay.
So you're kind of working it backwards. It does such a good job of telling you where the iron is that you're almost listening for the quiet spots or the nulls.
Or peaks or something.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It's a great machine.
I'm not as experienced as Charlie, but I've got great teachers. Between Charlie and all of our friends, and every time we go out digging, I get little tips and tricks of the trade to, figure out what my machine's doing. And a lot of times I won't know why my machine is peaking, VDI numbers, and then I have to dig it to see. And
that's how you learn.
And that's how I've been learning. Yeah. So you got to have a lot of curiosity factor in your,
right.
inside yourself to just keep it going and figure out what makes your machine tick.
Right.
You can have someone set the settings for you when you don't know what you're doing, like me, I will admit. But, you know, you really got to dig deep
right.
to figure out for yourself, you know, time after time, what is setting off your detector.
Sure.
And what you should dig. And, you know, a lot of people say dig it all.
Right. It's impossible.
But you cannot dig it all. You dig everything within reason.
Okay.
Right.
Especially if you're at a cellar hole, because you literally, you might as well just get an excavator and a sifter.
Oh, I bet.
Right.
So what size coil are you guys swinging?
The 5x8.
5x8. Okay.
Yeah, it really makes it's a world of difference when you're swinging over an iron bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really target in on that tone and know exactly where to...
Well, like I use the analogy to people, it's, you know, with a large coil, that may be great in a field, but when you're swinging over a site where the house has fallen down, burnt down, instead of hearing 100 signals at once with a big coil, you're knocking it down to 50 signals at once.
Right.
You know, you're basically closing that spectrum.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. So tell me some of the cool things you guys have found over the years.
Oh.
What's your coolest thing you ever found? Put it that way.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm just going to have to run my mouth here because I have been searching for a skeleton key for, 2.5 years.
Yeah, she found a beauty. I don't know if you saw it, Dennis. But
oh, I did.
I found it.
It brought tears to her eyes.
Why was she wanting a skeleton key so bad?
Oh my God! Think about that. That's their home.
Yeah.
Which I believe, there was a school nearby.
Yeah, the site she got it from, we believe it was the schoolmaster.
Oh, okay.
And literally,
right outside the door.
Right outside the threshold of the front door. And to think about that's the key that they held on them every day.
Yeah.
That's the key.
It gave them security.
Security, sure. Yes. And when they lost that, can you imagine how they felt? You know, I get a little torn between that, you know, of feelings of their loss is my gain, but in reality, like, they lost it, but I can bring it back to life. Sure. It's no use to them now, obviously, but it's a personal item.
Right. It's emotional, I guess, right?
It's very emotional, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and, you know, if anybody watches Stealth Diggers, all it takes is an episode to get and understand that the items really hold a connection to the person in the past. And we are huge on that. That's why, even if it's the 15th button you dug that day, you're still connecting to somebody from 200 plus years ago, and that thing has been sitting static in the ground, waiting for you to find it. I mean, it never gets old.
No,
right.
Don't. Now, what do you guys do with all the cool stuff you guys find?
Well,
everything that we dig in our hometown goes to the town museum.
Oh, that's cool.
We have an entire room.
Yeah, a big room
with displays of everything, and
really?
It can be from the prettiest thing down to square nails in window glass from a particular site.
Doesn't have to be shiny.
Yeah.
You know, it's a relic is a relic is a relic.
Yeah.
Towns outside of the hometown, I catalog, box up, and prepare to get to them someday. There's a few towns that I work with. They're very enthusiastic about receiving relics, and other ones, it's just going to take me a long time, but everything is to be donated.
Oh, that's cool. So does that help you gain permission to hunt certain spots too by doing that?
Oh, absolutely.
I would bet.
Absolutely. When people realize that you're not doing it for yourself or personal gain,
profit, yeah.
Right.
And being that I'm on the board of directors with my historical society,
that's cool.
That gives me connections to people who own, you know, like lots of property, who the way I approach it is, hey, you have the opportunity and chance to also contribute to the museum and local history by letting us go in there, finding stuff, and putting it on display.
Yeah.
And then once they do give you that permission, you always show them everything that you have pulled from the ground. And sometimes you may not find much, and other times you may, find something.
Right.
It could be a ring or something,
Sure.
when you ask them, does this look familiar to you? Do you, or if there's any type of connection, that would go to that family.
Right. That's cool.
Way. I mean, you don't second guess that. That belongs with their family.
Right. Of course.
I haven't been lucky enough to have that feeling. I haven't had that experience yet. I'm waiting for it. It will happen.
Now,
What's your next goal, Jen?
What's that?
What is your next item that you'd like to find?
Oh boy. Okay.
Since the skeleton key is off your list, now what's on the list?
Yes, a heel plate.
a heel
And
plate.
a heel plate
From
yes.
a boot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen some of the earlier heel plates from the 1800s that have...
No.
It's a
Oh,
spade,
they're
a heart,
beautiful. Yeah,
a
they have
diamond.
they have suit symbols on them. Heart, diamond, spade. What's the other one?
That one.
Clover.
Clover, yes.
They're beautiful. They're brass, and they're awesome looking.
Oh, that's...
And we don't find too many of them.
No.
Yeah, they have been evading me for a very long time. The skeleton key has evaded me for a very long time. And one of the things I'd like to say about finding the skeleton key on that day was that all my friends, well, there were a few that weren't there, but my closest friends, they were all there when I found it, and I literally could not face Charlie's camera. I couldn't do it. I literally saw the end of the key where it would go around the ring, so I didn't even know if it was complete, but it looked in great condition, and when I put my hand on it, I hadn't even pulled it out of the ground, and I was already screaming,
Oh, wow.
oh my God, and I was in tears, and I was scared to actually pull it out of the soil. By the time Charlie ran over so fast, and all the rest of the guys came over so fast, I was surrounded by all my great friends. It's just, I couldn't have found it at a better time when I had my friends right there with me that knew how important it was to me and knew the importance of it.
And that's one of the things that sometimes when people ask what was one of your favorite finds, it might not necessarily be the item, but the circumstances and what had happened that day plays a big contribution to it.
Right.
Yeah, that
So what video was that in?
The Key to Happiness, which is
The key,
number 219, The Key to Happiness. That's a great episode.
And no, I could not face the camera. I was crying, and my friends all saw it, and they were like, "Are you crying?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Actually, though, other people commented on that video that you had them crying.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm telling you, our viewers are connected to us like you would not believe, and they get us, and we touch their lives, and
we love them.
We do love them.
We love them.
So if you got that emotional over a skeleton key, how emotional are you going to get when you find this heel plate?
Oh, the skeleton key is
that was the top of the
that
list.
The pinnacle.
Top. It really is. A heel plate is more of a bucket lister for me.
Oh, okay.
I have, in my earlier days when I did not know what I was doing. I mean, I would dig bottle caps. I I just did not know what I was doing.
Some people have been at it for 20 years and still dig bottle caps.
They
never go away.
No, they don't go away. Pull tabs, they're always there.
They're always there.
But there was one day that I was out, and this was in my early detecting days, and I'm yelling to Charlie, I have a button! And he comes over to me and looks at it, and I'm thinking, what? I have a button. And he says, I'm going to take this. I just need to verify because I think you have a
And then
major...
I ran off with it.
Yeah, he ran off with it. And I'm left, literally I felt like, what? What do I have?
Uh-huh.
And it felt like he was gone forever. He, grabbed out, the magnifying goggles and this and that.
I ran over to Keebs. I grabbed the flashlights, the magnifying glass, and realized it was a cufflink that had a chicken on it.
Wow.
No,
urn? I'm sorry, an urn.
Yes.
We're always looking for chickens.
Yeah, chickens. It's all about chickens.
Make it short story. She had dug a 1799 George Washington memorial urn cufflink,
wow.
And that was within her first few months of digging, and they are just so hard to come by.
I did not. I'd have to say at the time I did not realize what I had.
Mm-hmm.
I was yelling out to him. Because I am a button. I love a button fan. I just love buttons. And it had a shank on it, so I'm yelling. And if it wasn't for the big nail, I believe, that helped me, that was beside it,
mm-hmm.
when I flipped the plug over, when I dug it, it fell right into my hand.
Oh, wow.
So I'm yelling, button, I've got a button, because I'm excited over buttons, and whenever he took it from me, I knew it was something big, but I had no idea. I really was clueless.
I bet. That's cool.
And then the next thing I know, I've got something that someone, could be a metal detectorist for years and seek and never find, and I was lucky enough to literally accidentally stumble upon it.
Right.
So now, future years, and now I realize how important it is.
See, very cool. And you've only been doing this how long? 2 years?
2.5 years.
2.5.
That's
See?
it.
So you're just beginning and you're already on a roll. So
Yeah.
I mean, heck.
What would you guys say? Now, I know everything you find is priceless, but out of everything that you've found so far, what would you think would be, and this is a question I got here, probably the most expensive item that you found, like value-wise?
Oh, geez, I don't know. I don't ever look at an item to see what its value is. Every now and then, if I'm doing research on a coin to see, how many were minted or what's the rarity, sometimes you'll see, oh, this Vermont copper, even in terrible condition, is worth $600. But
wow, yeah,
I'm only coming across that information just by researching the item.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I dug a GW memorial button, which I'm sure is worth a lot of money, but I would never sell anything.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe some of the coins are worth, big bucks, but we don't look at any of the stuff we dig out of the ground that way. So
Mm-hmm.
I actually couldn't answer that question.
Have you ever found any gold coins, Charlie?
No.
No, not yet. Is that on your bucket list?
No, it would be
really?
something to find it, but
Mm-hmm.
You don't find all that much silver around here. I mean, there's literally, when we say in the videos, people around here did not have much money.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we mean it. These people were dirt farmers. And, we're lucky. If you can get one coin out of a cellar hole, meaning the home site,
Mm-hmm.
you're doing really good. And it's generally an 1800s large cent of copper, but
still cool finds.
Charlie did find a gold ring.
Oh, that's cool.
I did, and that was I believe the weekend before Jen found her key. That 1700s Posey ring, which was the trend back in the early 1700s to have these gold rings with inscriptions on the back, and there were a lot of common ones. And the one that I dug was, "When this you see, remember me." And connecting that to, really think about the two people based around that ring, the person who received it and the person who gave it, how important that was, and to bring it back up.
And the message inscribed.
Yeah, out of the ground 200 years later is remarkable. Awesome. I mean, it's amazing. It's gold, because we don't find gold too often. So
it's more chilling, I guess we would say.
And I found a GW inauguration cufflink feet away from it, and this was like our fourth trip there.
Yes, you did. Oh, wow. Yeah.
So what is your bucket list item, Charlie? Do you got one?
Well, I don't have a bucket list. There are not things that I really desire to find. There are some cool things I'd like to find, but one thing I do want to find,
I know,
just so I can say I found it, is a Spanish real of some sort. I will dig it up, be excited, and give it to the museum, but I can say I dug one.
Yes, you will.
I've dug so many.
Every day he says, today's the
day. I've dug the most craziest tokens, state coppers, rare coppers, but I can't seem to find a Spanish silver. Keebs found one, and Just Bob has found like 6 of them.
6, no big
deal,
right?
And almost every time I was 15 feet away from them.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Now Charlie knows how I feel as he's digging up all these buttons around me.
Oh,
and I'm like,
man.
I was already swinging over that area. What?
So, again, I don't want to find one because I have to have it in my collection. I will donate it, but I just want to be able to say I found one.
Right, it's the whole thing. You just want to say, I found one. Take that one off my list. Yep, I did it. Finally.
I want to be there when he finds it.
Well, yeah.
I will be just crying with happy tears.
So what were some of your most difficult challenges when you were learning?
I guess...
both of you can answer.
Oh, okay.
Locations isn't really a problem because we're very fortunate to have connections, but the iron, you can go out to a home site that back in the 1700s, was a 50 or 100 acre lot. And you can find stuff out in the outer perimeters, like you hear about orbiting, but the majority of stuff is around where the home sat. And I don't know if you guys have this issue out where you are, but there's tons of iron in the ground. It's the residuals from the structure and just natural iron. So that, it still can be a problem today, but that was...
And swinging an AT gold,
it takes a year or two to get adapted to dealing with that noise floor.
Yes.
Trying to get, the desirable targets out of the ground.
But the challenge of working the lip of a cellar hole is something that is some days you're just all about working it, and you will continue on and push through and, look for those peaking signals and try to decipher, the iron nails from the goodies, the treasures you want. And literally you can work at it for hours and hours and hours. And, you might find a button, which, you would be jumping for joy because you just pulled it out of an iron jungle.
It is a skill. It's just like anything else that you have to work at.
Oh, I believe you. I've tried it, and I have to commend you guys. Kudos to you, because I just didn't have the patience.
Yeah, some people.
My husband likes it a lot, but I'm more of a gold digger, I guess.
Some days, honestly, I can't handle it. I cannot. I start out, and I'm in the iron jungle, and I'm so frustrated. It's just not in me that day. So I start to back off, and I start to go wherever goes downhill, because I figure with, weather and rain and everything else, the conditions. Sure. I'm figuring everything rolls downhill, right? So,
Yep. Well,
I'm like,
that's how we find gold.
Right. And it's like I can't handle the iron today. So there are many days that I just can't go there. You have to be very patient. You have to work it. You have to grit it. I mean, it's
there's a dexterity to it.
It's hard. It's ridiculously hard, actually.
Sure. It sounds
but
like
worth it. Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break, everybody, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
Just stopped by on my way home to show you all my gold.
You've been digging into some Jimbo's Gold pay dirt.
Yeah, Jimbo's Gold made me a hero.
Huh?
Got an amazing idea and supplies on sale from Jimbo's website. With bad weather, bored kids, and stressed wife, I threw a panning party for the kids and their friends. All the moms got a break, kids had a blast. Hero.
Happy kids, happy wife, great gold. That's why Jimbo's Gold is always my first choice.
Did you teach panning or share your prospecting knowledge? Then you are our hero. Tell us your story for a chance to receive a hero's reward at www.jimbosgold.com/hero.
You're listening to Prospectors Radio on the Gold Prospectors Space Network. Phone lines are open. Have a question? Give us a call. 419-520-7574.
All right, everybody, we're back with our guests tonight, Digger Charlie and Ninja, and from Stealth Diggers. Phone lines are open if you want to give them a call if you have a question for them. So, where were we, guys?
I was going to ask on the spoons. Now, I don't know how many spoons you guys have found, but I want to find a spoon. Even if I have to go to Tech here and find one, I want to be able to do a spoon toss. How many spoons do you guys think you found?
Dennis, you have never found a spoon.
I have never, ever found a spoon.
Oh, something's wrong.
I'm telling you.
We honestly cannot understand. We do find a lot of dinner knives, and I've only found two-pronged forks, but like spoons,
they're everywhere.
They are everywhere.
Well, now keep in mind, why I video is to actually document the history of stealth diggers and every dig for future generations to see for local history. So that means everything that you see in the videos is everything that's been dug. Therefore, every spoon you've seen, there is an actual totality count. And I think Xander, Professor X, he's got one of those heads.
Brilliant.
He's going back through the continuum to count them all.
Wow.
And good luck to him, because I have no idea.
I have no idea either, but...
I mean, even, your video, the picnic place, I mean, I can't even tell you how many were in there.
30-something.
All I know is whenever I come up there to swing the machine with you guys and the crew, I hope I can find a spoon, because I want a spoon toss.
Yeah, I hope you do, too.
And believe me, you will find one up here.
Or it'll be the situation where everybody around him is pulling them out of the ground like nothing.
Oh, yes. That's happened to me.
Because Spectrum Bill didn't get one this past season, I don't think.
See, that's on my bucket list. I want to say that I found a spoon, and it's in a museum there in New Hampshire.
Right.
Awesome.
Or in our rafter, right?
Dennis, didn't you find a spoon dredging? I thought you found one dredging, because somebody gave it to me for the dredge art. I didn't find it, but somehow
I've never found a. I don't even think I've ever found a fork
Any
or a knife or
cutlery?
anything.
You've never found none, Dennis?
Around here, you can't go to the post office without finding a spoon.
Right. Even plastic ones.
Right.
There was one day it was raining. Honestly, I can't remember what video it was in of Charlie.
It was a couple of years ago.
It was, and it was a rainy day, and it was we were covered in mud, and I was just sticking a pinpointer like under rocks, and where I couldn't actually take a shovel and roll the rock, so I just was kind of poking around in there with my pinpointer, seeing what happened, and I pulled out a spoon. Right. It wasn't until after that we cleaned it, and it was a women's building commemorative spoon.
With some great history, yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't believe it. Within the spoon bowl, there was all engraving and everything. I was blown away. I mean, sometimes you just really don't know what you have until you get out of the moment, you settle down, and you clean it, and then do your research, and you surprise yourself.
Mm-hmm. Now,
that's why you just don't throw anything away.
Now, how do you guys research half the stuff you find? I know, Charlie, you said you're on the Historical Society thing. So where do you find the information? Libraries, internet, what?
Are you speaking of the actual items,
yes,
or the locations?
The items you find that, to see, does this have some historical significance, or is it just junk?
Online is the best resource, whether it's, actually Googling, searching for the item, or more times than others, posting it in the group. Somebody will know what it is. Or we even have stuff that made it to video, and, I'm on a very tight schedule here, so if I don't know what it is, I don't put anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll come in the comments on YouTube, and these people are right on. You look at it, you're like, oh my God, that's what it is.
We definitely have some very, very smart stealthies that they know their stuff. And you can literally go on and say, I don't know what this is. What is this? Next thing you know, you have a bunch of comments in the thread, and there it is.
Minutes, yeah.
Yeah, within minutes. They name it off, and they can tell you exactly what it is. I mean, they're all brilliant.
That's cool. Now, have you hunted in any other states other than where you're at?
We just go into Massachusetts a little bit, but I mean, it's we don't travel too far out of the home area. If somebody invites us somewhere, Massachusetts, we've been down the South Shore with friends on a few digs. I think that's it. I don't really. It's all about local history for myself personally. So,
all right, because I was going to ask you, is there some place in particular you would like to dig and haven't gotten to yet, like another state that you're like, man, I'd love to go there and swing my detector there for a few days. Like
for me, no, it's local history.
Like
Jen,
Oak Island.
I would have to say I would love to go out to Colorado and dig in that, iron red clay, dirt they get there and see what happens. Yeah. Because to me, that is a complete mystery.
It's a different world.
Sure.
Right. It's like being in a different world, digging. And I would love to do that someday.
Right. Well, like where Rich is at in Pennsylvania, that was an area of some battles, right, Rich, up by Gettysburg or something?
Yeah, Gettysburg, and then there's all skirmishes all over the place. Like they had one in Shippensburg, and that's where I'm from, Shippensburg, PA. But it's just so hard to get permission. I mean, Elizabeth Joslin, she is also a metal detector. I don't know if you heard of her or not.
Yeah.
But she's from Carlisle, which is only like 20 minutes from me. And they even have a hard time. They go certain places also, but it's just so hard to find a place around Gettysburg to prospect.
Oh, I can imagine.
Right. I remember visiting there when I was younger, and I visited the battlefields and whatnot, and then it's gift shops,
right.
and it's basically it's
a tourist location.
It is. It's turned into a tourist location where it's preserved in the soil, but.
And I think they do have some bed and breakfast places that if you would stay there, I think they allow you to prospect on their property. From what I heard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
See,
in one of Jocelyn's videos, they stated that they were staying in a bed breakfast place in Gettysburg, and they said if you stay here, you get to prospect here. So that was pretty cool.
Wow.
See, and that's a lot of history right there. So I would think that would be something that would be like, gosh, what could we find there possibly? That would be a really cool place to dig up a lot of history, I would think.
Ooh, I have a question.
Yeah, go, Kathleen.
Have you ever done the metal detecting on a beach after a hurricane?
No.
No.
And you ever want to?
You?
I would love to, actually, yes. I want to try everything. I am not just strictly, I love cellar holes, I love to dig up, colonial relics and whatnot, but, I would love to get a chance at every type of metal detecting. I'm not against any, anything. I'm open to fields, to beaches, to anything. I want to learn my machine. I want to learn how it works, and I want to learn how to work it.
I would be interested if there was if it was a mission-based purpose where somebody invited us out to the coast saying, hey, listen, we need help. We're doing this for their local historical society or something along the lines of that where I could contribute my time and know that if I did find anything, it was going to be of some substance. So,
right, and,
that's cool.
And he's also had more experience and more years ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, I would really like to try my hand at swinging all different kinds of places.
That's cool, though. Now, how often do you guys get to go detecting?
It's a winter now.
In the spring and summertime, we'll narrow it down a little bit for you.
It all depends on the week. Some weeks, if we're lucky, we can get out a few times, a couple times in the afternoon, and then a big day on the weekends with the gang. For me, being that this is what I do during the fall, I really got to chomp at the bit to get ahead of schedule for video. I mean, it's obviously I'm trying to procure things for preservation, but by me making videos, that's what facilitates me being able to do this. So
Sure.
It depends on the time of the year as to how much we can get out and dig.
That's cool.
Now, do you have day jobs?
This for me is what I do.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Doing what you love. That's living the dream right there.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that I have to do, but
yeah.
And believe me, I do my part.
Yeah.
In helping with Still Tears. It's not easy. I mean, to document everything, and then everybody that went out that day, meaning our friends. We keep a log, a book. We have a log book.
A journal, essentially.
A journal.
That's a good idea.
And it's just easy and I want everyone to write in their own handwriting. So somewhere down the line, when someone reads it, they will see that person's, signature and what they found on that day, where they found it, what they found, and it's there. It's always there.
And that book will go to the town museum
right.
when the books are done. And, a lot of the stuff that I see at the Historical Society that is actually more remarkable than, say, we have musket rifles from the American Revolution.
Cool.
We have relics of all kinds, but it's the paperwork that always intrigued me and is the most precious because it survived.
Mm-hmm.
We have documents with people who lived here 200, 250 years ago that it's their handwriting. It's held up. It's just
right.
It's just unbelievable. So
that's why
our journal is going to be
right, and that's why I always press for everyone.
Right in the book, she says. Right in the book.
I'm on them. I am on them so bad. I'm like a mother, but it's like, don't forget. If I couldn't go digging that day for whatever reason, write in the book. Make sure you all write in the book. Take the time out to write down in the book.
Yeah.
And they all do it. They all understand why they do it and the importance of it. And someday it'll end up in a museum.
That is cool. Now, do you guys keep your detectors in your vehicle at all times, just in case you spot a field or somewhere you'd like to hunt?
No.
Really? No. I'm surprised you don't.
No, everything's pretty premeditated, and there are some days where we just go out and we make it up, but even for this coming season, there's a dozen locations already lined up. So I mean,
nice.
it's tough when you've got a group of friends that are driving from different areas to get to you.
Mm-hmm.
To get here, you gotta go. You gotta, we're not very good at just going. We like to hang out and socialize.
I drag,
But no, we don't carry them around the
females need time to get ready,
Yeah, we know how that goes. Especially with Dennis more than anybody. He's our little social butterfly.
He's our diva.
Yeah, he has to socialize for about 8 hours before he does anything, so yeah.
Yeah.
And he's always late.
Here I go.
Always late. And
with our approach, the hiking boots are always on. The backpack is always in the bag. In the vehicle.
Uh-huh.
And that's when things happen a lot on the fly because that is in our blood to be driving, looking, searching, and get out and start hiking. And that happens a lot.
Yes,
right.
on the ready. God forbid your vehicle got stolen, then there goes your mouse.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, good point.
What a loss, right?
Well, the reason I asked that is because, we're prospectors. We're always looking for gold. We keep a gold pan in our cars a lot of times. We always have something.
Or dowsing rods.
Yeah, or dowsing rods. Or something that we can say, hey, I'm going to check this creek. You got your pan. You go, then okay, I'm going to come back now with the big guns and get me some gold. But that's why I asked that.
Yeah, no, it's a good question.
Mm-hmm. Now, So what do you like?
Well,
Go ahead,
I wanted
Dennis.
to know. I wanted to know, and what I really like, Charlie, is I love your pinpointer because I've got a Mind Lab pinpointer, and I couldn't tell you. A couple times I've set it down right beside me, and then I get to doing something, and I look, and I can't find it because it blends in, and I don't. What does that pinpointer use? Because I love that bright green.
That is a White's TRX pinpointer that Spectrum Bill had given to me, and he had that one custom made at the time with that green shell. And yeah, it not only does it perform awesome, it's just day glow.
Right, and I use the Mind Lab, and
which is a great pinpoint.
I just got an idea to put some reflective yellow tape, so if I have, it gets dark on us really quick, we can shine our lights around. We have a lot of lights on us at all times, headlamps, you name it, lights that, we carry tons of extra batteries in case we're caught out, we're way deep in the woods and we have to navigate out of there, which I cannot do. I do not have a compass brain. And so I have reflective tape I am putting on my shovel, I'm putting on my bag, and I'm putting on my boots that are on my feet now. And I'm going to put it on my detector.
There you go.
I think it might make it a little easier, I hope.
Good idea.
Yeah. Heck yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. So do you guys prefer hunting woods or fields? What do you prefer hunting?
Woods. Anybody who knows me knows I do not like being out in fields. I don't know if it's the open space thing that freaks me out. Like I feel like a target.
Right. We tend to navigate in a field where we're off to the edges in the woods.
And it's funny that some of the guys in the group here, they like going to fields, but we'll go somewhere with a group of people, we'll go digging, and it's a riot that within 20 minutes we're all running into each other out in the tree line in the woods. We all naturally migrate out into the woods. So there's nothing like being out in the woods, no matter what you're doing.
You just stay real close, and if you have a two-way radio, being a girl, you just keep it on. You never know. It's so easy to wander off.
Oh, yeah.
And whereas I don't have a compass brain or anything like that, I've been lost, been scared, and so I have learned, live and learn, stay close by.
Makes sense.
Well, another thing, I not to jump off the stuff because I'm kind of like Ninja, and I'll be jumping back and forth a lot, but I know we're doing this contest to dress up your dredge.
Right.
And one of the things that I'm going to be ordering from you guys is, of course, not just one shirt, a second one, so I can take one and cut it and make it into a flag and everything. But why don't you let everybody know if they say someone's in listening in Middleton, they want to get a Stealth Digger shirt. Where would they go? Where could they go to find a Stealth Digger shirt?
Oh, good
well,
question.
the easiest way is to go to the Stealth Diggers YouTube channel, where you can, in the information, you can see the link to the eBay store, or it's underneath in the information in all the videos, or it's the.third.life on eBay. But you go to Stealth Diggers YouTube, and in the information you can find the store. And Dennis, I may have to talk with you offline. Can people help you dress up your dredge, or can you have no outside contributors?
No, I can have help because I'm not allowed to win.
He needs help.
See, I need help because
it's Dennis. He needs help.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, it's Dennis. He has no clue what he's doing. I didn't say that.
I didn't hear it, Rich.
You didn't say that out loud.
No, I didn't say that out loud.
All right, because I have an idea, but I'm not going to say it online because you don't want any of your competitors or friends who also cannot win getting wind of it.
But there's a lot of people.
I've been posting mine out on Facebook, so.
But there's a lot of people that can win. So
your jig is up. I'm gonna have
I can't wait to see it.
It's gonna be cool. It's a fun little contest we're doing. So, and a lot of people, anybody can enter and win, of course, but we just can't win because we're doing it. But we're still competing in it just for the fun of it. Just see.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I know when I'm out, dredging and looking for gold, your mind starts to wander, and while you're doing your thing, do you ever wonder what people maybe 200 years from now would be digging up in our culture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts cups? Those deep cleans.
Starbucks,
Oh my God, those dental flossers that are out. What is with those everywhere?
Plastic ones?
Literally, they pick their teeth, which is great. They're taking care of the teeth, and then they chuck it out the window. And literally, they are littering everywhere.
Jen said something the other night about the living room, and she said something about all the potential relics. And then we started thinking that, wow, if there's 1,000 things in this living room, there's probably a 0.2 percentage that some of them are going to end up being relics in the ground.
Good point. What would be?
Crazy.
Honestly. I mean, really, what would be right now? What do you have looking around that would be a relic? Nothing. Nope.
Anything metal.
Yeah, anything metal.
Anything metal. It could be.
They'll be fine, like cell phones and I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be anything. Yeah.
Wow.
Even our keys to the house.
Oh, okay, I guess so. But yeah, I guess it could be.
For thought.
But they're starting to do away with keyless, making keyless locks that are operated off your phone and stuff. So how much longer are we going to have keys? It's like, makes you think like that too. But in 200 years, there won't be nothing left. No relics left. Everything will be electronic junk and no
pens.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with pens because everybody will be typing.
Yeah.
Actually, I recently found a surface mine coming out of a supermarket, and I literally found 2 broken pens that had been run over by cars in the parking lot.
There you go.
There you go. Pen parts will be relics.
But I do have one question that I ask everybody that we get on here.
Yeah.
For a date?
And now, these guys know what I'm going to ask. What's the most scariest moment you've ever had?
In life or metal detecting?
Metal detecting. Metal detecting. If there is one.
All right.
Do you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
I got one. Like I mentioned, I have no mental brain compass. I don't care where the sun is. I do not know where I'm going. So when you have a large group of friends that you go out with, and you have to wander off and, how do I say this nicely?
Spend a dime?
You're drinking so much fluid.
Just say it. You got to go to the bathroom.
You got to pee, right?
There you go.
So you are walking straight.
You go to pee and you get lost.
There you go.
Literally, yes. And this is what caused me to have a two-way radio. I was lucky, very, very, very lucky to have a service, to have a signal on my cell phone. Mm-hmm. And I did not want to call Charlie and tell him I was lost. And, because we all spread out, I just thought I kept walking straight back. But when you're walking over knocked over trees and limbs, you're actually zigzagging.
It's not uncommon for people to get lost hiking literally 30 feet off of a trail. Right. It happens all the time.
Sure.
Yes, I ended up by a river, and he's like, there should not be a river there.
Well, let me tell them about the dead guy.
Oh, no, God.
No. Really? Go for it.
Well, you ask about the scary
go for it.
moment.
Go for it.
Go
for it.
That's right. I don't budge too easily. Nothing really unglues me. Mm-hmm. But when your buddy Keebler calls you on the radio and says, I think there's a dead guy down here. And I'm filming as I'm walking. So if you go watch the episode, the dead guy, the gun, the dead guy, and the hippies, I'm just filming as I'm talking to him, and I'm like, say that again? He's like, I think there's a guy dead sitting against a tree down here. Now, keep in mind, we are a 30-minute hike off pavement in the middle of the woods. So,
mm-hmm. Anything could be,
So for a solid 5 minutes, I go down and we're standing there, and there is no doubt that there is the outline of a body resting against a tree, maybe 60 feet away from us, so you can see, but you really can't see.
Mm-hmm. And you contemplated for how long?
It was about 5 minutes. He didn't want to go near it. I'm the videographer, so I definitely want to go near it.
Right.
Curiosity factor.
But now it's like, well, if we make confirmation, paperwork is going to be filled out.
Sure.
So for a solid 5 minutes, the blood was pumping. And what it turned out to be was a practice that I was just unaware of, that hunters out here, maybe in other places, they will stuff, kind of like a scarecrow, full of clothing with their clothing on, camo, orange, whatever, and lean it against a tree so the deer become acquainted to it, so the day the guy comes out to hunt...
I've never heard of that one.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I have.
So what he does is he takes the Weekend at Bernie's guy, puts him aside, sits beside the tree, and waits for the deer. I had no idea of this practice. I was just waiting for the stink to come as I got closer, but that was probably the one moment where I was like, this is it. We got to go to the police now and tell them we found a body.
I was not there that day, and I would not have approached. Sorry, Charlie, you would have been on your own.
I could have checked that off my bucket list. Found body.
Yeah.
From the video, it really looked, it looked real.
Yeah, people watching were like, oh my God. Well, from that distance away... And that far out in the woods, we thought a hunter or somebody was out hiking, sat down beside a tree, and expired.
Wow.
So
yeah, it's possible. Dang, that would freak you out, though.
Completely possible and completely scary. I am very glad I was not with them that day, because
I was kind of disappointed.
Oh, no, you were not. Stop it.
I would have had a viral video finally.
Yeah, sure would have. Man, that is weird. I've never heard of nobody doing that one, but these guys have, so strange. I don't know what we'd do.
I would freak out.
Yeah, you probably would.
Totally freak out, yes.
I always think about that, when I'm in the creek. I'm like, it seems like they're always finding bodies in the creeks.
Right.
It wasn't an optimum hunting location. It was not a typical spot that you would see somebody either putting a stand or that made much sense. So that's why it threw us. Because we run into hunters. We run into tree stands all the time. We know where people hunt.
Right.
You got to know the environment. And this just was not. It just didn't line up.
Right. And
that's what they do here in PA. They'll actually put a stuffed decoy in a tree stand and put orange on it and set it up there in an open field or whatever.
I've never.
That way the deer get used to it.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
You guys probably don't hunt during the hunting season anyway, do you?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you do? You guys still go out during hunting season? Interesting.
Yeah, the woods should be open for everybody, and you just got to use common sense
wear bright orange.
Yeah.
Reflectors or whatever you can wear.
It's dusk and dawn. You got to be careful and just leave the antler hat home that day.
Right. Leave furry hat.
Yeah,
home.
don't wear your fur coats.
There's plenty of conservation area where hunting is not allowed, so you kind of migrate towards those areas. But there's a lot of people out there that just hunt anywhere, which is bad. So
right, exactly. Oh, that's weird though. Well, that's a good story. That's the first time we've ever heard a story like that one.
Yeah.
In all these years.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, I know that's why you ask.
Dennis always asks.
And you never know, and that was a good one. That one's one for the books, Dennis. Man.
I'm telling you. This is why they're my number one YouTube, metal detecting show.
Yep, I know. You told me. He's your number one fan, guys, so.
Yeah. Now you have over 10,000 subscribers.
100,000.
Or 100,000 or something.
No, 10,000.
10,000.
Man, good job.
Thank you.
What do you envision for the future of your show? I mean, have you ever... I know you were starting it so that you could have some kind of, a documented history, but do you ever envision anything more than that?
Well, it's taken on a life of its own. When I started out, a lot of it was just me going out, making these quick dig videos. They were literally 3-4 minutes. And then I started acquiring friends. And it just kept growing and growing to the point where it became like Fantasy Island, where every week you had different guests. And, literally we've had people come from everywhere to come dig with us. It took on a life of its own, but this season I'm really trying to get back to why I began, and that is, the local history and documentation. But I generally don't try to shift it in any particular way, because honestly, you take on new friends, new personalities, it goes its own direction, or you have guests come out. And
you have to redirect what your goal is from the beginning.
Yeah,
it does sometimes get
crazy.
Gets a little blurry, and
sometimes we just have too much fun, No, I don't have any particular envision. I definitely hope that people get inspired by the way we go about donating and documenting things to do it on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
getting more people into metal detecting for, historical reasons to document, like he said.
Sure. And that's awesome that you guys do that. And Dennis said that he's coming out there and going to dig with you guys someday.
Yeah.
That's what we hear.
Oh, I'll be out this year. I'll definitely be getting with Charlie and finding out, when's a good time, and putting in vacation. And I'm going to bring the wife, and we're going to kind of take a drive. I'll stop by Rich's place, Pennsylvania, on the way there or the way home. But yeah, I've never been to New Hampshire, and I think it'd be cool to come out there and swing a machine with those guys.
Yeah, just to be in colonial America, or should I say colonial New England.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely bring the wife.
And definitely bring bug spray.
And bug.
Yeah, well, I think it would be cool to anything that I find, and it goes to the museum, knowing that I helped dig up some history that went into your museum. Mm-hmm. I think that would be awesome.
And think, Dennis, your name and your handwriting goes into the book, so you are forever immortalized in the history of stealth diggers.
Oh, he likes that.
Awesome. Yes, dude, that's awesome. That is so cool.
It is.
Let me ask you a question. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you haven't asked. Do you wonder what is in the name stealth diggers? Because there's a lot of misinterpretation that turns people away immediately because it's stealthy.
No, I just thought it was a cool name.
No, I see your little patch, and I thought it was Sasquatch.
Nice. No, he's just the beast in the shadows.
No, I just thought it was cool. Stealth digger.
Yeah,
I got it.
Go for it.
He got it.
It's not about being sneaky, but about digging in a location, of course, legally, but leaving no trace that you were ever there.
That is
bingo. Bingo!
A big chunk of it.
Shad is a genius.
Along with that, it's respect for the property owners, because there's a lot of these people will give you permission, and because they own 2,000 acres, they'll tell you, just make sure nobody else comes out here. So we keep the locations secret. I mean, It's like these people have asked us, they know it's for the museum. They don't want other people out there. So when I started doing this, I knew I had to
respect their wishes.
Their wishes and keep things low key. Now, there are people out there who are doing everything to breach that situation, where they want to let people know where we are, or they try to come here because they're just, bad people. But that is a big chunk of why I initially came up with the name, was to just try to stay low key, which obviously has not happened because everybody knows we are now. So, but that's it. And when you leave the place,
that's the drawback. Yeah,
you leave it absolutely spotless, like you were never there. You just leave it stealthy,
and also clean up, surface finds of trash. We carry that out with us. We each take turns carrying it out.
You guys, obviously, as gold prospectors, this has been going on for hundreds of years, where people kill over these locations. I mean, obviously it's not like that nowadays with metal detecting, but you must run into that, where if you let everybody know where your location is, it doesn't matter if it's your permission, it doesn't matter if it's, say, a public location, people are going to find it and they're going to go there and step on your toes.
Oh, yeah.
And destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Bingo.
Ruin it for everybody.
We've learned our lesson, though.
Exactly.
It's amazing. It's amazing when you say that, because I had a place that I went to, and the crew's been there, Pirates Cove. And when I first started doing my videos, I talked about Pirates Cove, and I didn't give the location, but I think I might have said I'm close or near, this area or town or something. They Google Earthed it. They went down and saw the exact island that I was on, and it was like 2 weeks later, and I met 8 people, and they were from 3 different states.
Oh,
wow. See, I hope you've become more stealthy.
I have been. Yes.
So you get it now.
Yes. Oh, yes, I get it.
Yeah.
And, somebody said that we are actually selfish people because we don't want other people coming into our area to find these things, but they're just going to take it home for themselves. We're donating the stuff. Right. That's not being selfish. That's the ultimate sacrifice, by procuring it and giving it to the town.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And as a history in gold, it just makes people do some really stupid things.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yep.
And it's when you want to preserve it, and you want to put families that have been long forgotten back on the map, and you're doing your best to do that, and then to have someone just blow out your location is just detrimental to what the whole integrity of what you're doing. It's sad. It's really sad.
It's a great metal detecting or treasure hunters. It's a great community, but not everybody in it is great.
Right.
Right.
You're always going to have those few.
Yeah, it's almost like the saying is like, metal detecting isn't for everyone, and that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. So the ones that you do get that understand the underlying reason why you do what you are doing to preserve history and bring people from the history back and locate them on maps that have been long forgotten, that is something you just cannot, it gives you the chills. Yeah. And to have, people just come in and just, let me just tear this place apart and take it home with me and throw it in a collection, and they don't document it, they don't donate it,
Yeah, and I tell people it's
hurts.
A lot of people have difficulties with their local historical societies, and I understand that. Not everybody everywhere is so enthusiastic about relics. A lot of museums will just look at it like it's junk. So what I tell them is,
sadly,
it's not a bad thing if you can't donate it. But stop for the moment. When you do dig something, just keep a journal. Mm-hmm. Tag your stuff. Because someday, after you're long gone, that stuff has a better chance of getting to the right place than if you didn't take the time to tell about where it came from. Because we have stuff show up, literally, we have had women in their 80s come in and say, this was my grandmother's shoebox, and it was, it had your town name on it, so I've been holding on to this my entire life till I got here to give it to you. Because that woman took the time to just write on the box where it belonged, where it should go.
Mm-hmm. And right, wow. Actually, I was a witness to one of those occasions, and it almost, I was holding back tears in my eyes to know that, she was giving up something of her husband's passion.
Oh, yeah, that lady.
And she was donating everything to the Historical Society.
He was a metal detectorist who had passed on about 10 years ago, and she felt the right thing to do was bring it to the museum, and she gave us his collection. And
it was an amazing collection. I mean, you wouldn't believe what she donated, and all the hard work and effort he put into that, and all the love and care.
Right. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, he took the time to tell her the stories of where he found stuff, and she told us where he hunted, and so that's the hope that someday. And I try to encourage people that if you're finding cool things, just document it, just write it down, keep a journal, keep it in your collection for your entire life. There's nothing wrong with that. But someday you're gonna be gone, and it would be a shame that all your hard work that you put into the digging hobby doesn't benefit other people when you're gone.
They're not going to know where you found it, when you found it, It's just the whole thing. I mean, if you can connect a family name, to a certain site, a certain cellar hole, just, anywhere, it's something that, it's a feeling that it's chilling.
It would be. That's just coolness right there. So you guys what you're doing is great. And now I don't know if I know we mentioned your YouTube channel, and we encourage everybody who's not a subscriber to come on over and subscribe to your channel. And that's Stealth Diggers, right? It's easy to find. Just come on over, click that little red subscribe button, and you can check out their new videos every Thursday. And
you'll love them.
Yeah, and you'll see what we've been talking about here tonight, the great work they're out there doing to preserve all this stuff, and that is really cool. And it's been wonderful having you guys here and hearing all these wonderful stories, and I'm sure we'll have you back again sometime too.
We appreciate it, and we really enjoyed it. You guys are all wonderful.
And thank you so much for the invite and letting us speak and giving us our perspective on what we do.
Oh yeah, not a problem.
Well, don't stop making your videos is the only thing I ask.
No stopping this train.
The continuum.
Yes.
The continuum, yes.
And why do you call it the continuum? One, it just never ends.
Mm-hmm. No, it don't, does it? Like I said, I'm sure you have plenty more stories, and that's why I said we'd definitely love to have you guys back again sometime in the future. So we will stay in touch with you. I'm sure Dennis will as well.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see about getting you guys back on here in a few months, and you can keep us up to date on what's going on. That'd be great.
Yeah, I would love it.
Sounds great.
Thank you again for joining us. You guys have a great evening.
You too. Thanks for having
me. Charlie.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Very cool. Now let's take a quick break, everybody, and we'll be right back.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier. yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit dirthogpaydirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. dirthogpaydirt.com. The best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
Listening to Prospectors Radio, bringing you 2 hours of information and commentary on the fascinating world of gold prospecting and treasure hunting.
All right, everybody, we're back. You dancing around, Kathleen?
I am dancing. That's my jam.
I was doing the bobblehead.
That's what I was doing.
You guys cracked me up. I'm telling you. I never would have dreamed that that little theme was perfect.
No, we got to play that sometime, and, when we're making it an entrance.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Like entrance music. I like it.
Remember the Titans? They do that.
Yeah. That's our entrance music. I like that, Kathleen. Good idea. So, Kathleen, you've been working on your dredge, huh?
Oh, yeah. Shad and I got off the couch today. It stopped raining, finally.
Finally.
And we took a trip to Menards. And we're just doing this is the first phase of what we're doing, so there's more to come.
It looked like you painted your floats, right?
Yes, painted them gold.
Gold. Of course, they'd have to be gold, right?
Yes.
They look pretty sweet.
Thanks.
They do. They did a good job on them.
I had a couple coats, and then we're going to do the clear coat, and then other things. But at least we got started.
Now, how did you clean them before you painted them? Did you just hit them with steel wool or some sandpaper lightly, or what'd you do?
That, and then I also used some primer.
Okay.
For plastic.
Okay, gotcha. Plastic primer. Okay, got it. Nice.
Did 2 coats of spray paint, and then we have a clear protective coat over it.
It's looking pretty.
And then I have more to go. And then I'll do another.
I know. I don't want you to give up all your secrets of what you're going to do to it. But it's looking good for sure.
How about you? Have you started?
No, yeah. Well, not yet, but I definitely got my list together today of what I need. It's going to be cool. It's going to be different than yours. It's going to be cool.
I saw that list. It's a blank piece of paper.
No, that's your list. Mine is it's a starting list, and I got it. I can't tell you. But when I get started on it, I'm like Kathleen. I'll post the pictures of the floats, and then the frame, and then the motor, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. It's going to be a hot rod cool.
Mine's going to be really cool now.
And walking around Menards and looking at everything, and what about this? What about this?
Yeah. It's kind of exciting.
It is.
It's helping to pass the time.
Mine's going to be so cool you're not even going to be able to see it because it's going to be in stealth mode.
Okay.
Well, hey, I already named my dredge, by the way.
What'd you name it, Shad?
Well, I painted my floats black, but there's going to be a lot more to it.
Mm-hmm.
But before Dennis has a chance, I call it the stealth dredge.
You can call it what you want, but mine is going to be the stealth dredge.
I'm teasing. That's not what I'm going to do.
I still don't have a name for mine. I don't know yet.
Why did I call mine? I had a name for mine. I think I called it Stickers.
Sticky.
Because all the stickers.
Mine's the Patriot.
Yeah, Rich is the Patriot. I think mine's Stickers. I got a lot of stickers on the sluice box, so it's Stickers for sure. Yeah. And then
hopefully your dredge doesn't stick around in your garage all season.
I hope it don't either.
Yeah, really. How many times did you use it last year?
Not
Twice?
enough. What, 4? Maybe?
4? What'd you do, go out and didn't tell us?
Yeah.
Well, wait. We went
Twice with us.
We went a couple times.
Did you bring it to Gold Rush Days?
Nope.
He didn't even use it.
No, I didn't bring it to Gold Rush Days. Faucet?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I brought the faucet.
Okay. Hey, you know, Tim, you really don't have to do anything to it because it's going to be like a Halloween thing because all the cobwebs that are on it right now.
Oh, I know.
Good one, Dennis.
It's going to be one of them relics in 200 years. It's going to be a mint condition keen dredge. Ooh, what a find. What a find that'll be. Low miles? Yeah, or low hours. Oh, sweet. See? There's a method behind my madness. It'll get out more this year. It was a bad year for me. We had a lot of rain.
Yeah. We had a bumpy start last year.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Like the series of unfortunate events.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of those. I was like, oh, jeez.
You know what I forgot to ask?
What?
If I was to show up in New Hampshire wearing a Philadelphia Eagles shirt, you think that would cause any problems?
It might a little. It might run you off. Yeah. Possible. You could try it and see what happens. Let us know.
Nah, I don't think I want to try that.
Oh, go for it.
No.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, man, crazy. Shad.
Yeah.
You got those metal prices tonight, brother?
I sure do.
No, let's hear them. It's always
all
exciting.
right. Well, as of Friday, gold fell by $1 to $1,329. However, I was reading one article, and some people are projecting on 3 different models and charts that they anticipate gold to hit $1,400 this year.
Oh, wow.
So
I can see that.
We'll see. And these people are in the stock market and all sorts of traders and whatnot, and do a lot of analyzing a lot of data and trends. So they're pretty confident it's going to go up to the $1,400 range this year. So we'll see.
Okay.
Silver tumbled 10 cents.
Oh, it's tumbling down again.
Yeah, to $16.49.
Oh, crap.
Now, platinum, it's been clawing and trying to float and stay afloat on the $1,000 mark, but it went down $3 to $997.
Mm-hmm.
And then good old palladium.
Good old palladium.
I mean, what do you think happened with palladium,
It
Tim?
went up.
Probably rose.
Probably went up again.
That's right. It climbed up $7 to $1,042.
That palladium is a rascal.
Gotta love it.
You do, don't you?
What does it look like?
I don't know.
It's almost, what did we say it looked like last time? Almost like kind of like a silverish type of mineral.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, seriously. Oh my gosh, you guys made me do this last time.
I don't remember that.
That was our geologist Shad speaking. So silver is kind of metal.
It's kind of like a silver. Yeah, see, here, Kathleen, and I'll post a picture because you people are
It's shiny.
It's shiny.
Yeah.
Shiny silverish. I want to see a picture of
That
it.
was on the shelf?
No, sorry.
Yeah, post a picture of it, Shad. I want to see that, what it looks like.
All right, yeah.
It looks like melted silver.
Really?
Almost like a silver nugget in the
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a platinum.
Yeah, I want to see it. Definitely. How you feeling, Shad? Feeling any better?
Little better. Still fighting this cold or whatever the heck's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm. Kathleen sounds a lot better. Are you better, Kathleen?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Good.
I'm just tired. Just can't
I think they gave it to me because now I'm getting one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I told you not to kiss me.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. You were hard to resist.
Just couldn't do it because you're rich.
You didn't have to use that tongue, though.
Oh, you're nasty.
Family show.
Family show, you're nasty.
Oopsie.
Oh, mercy. You guys crack me up. I'm glad you're feeling better, buddy. A little more and you'll be back to normal, right?
You better believe it.
There you go.
I think Chrissy in the chat room there posted something on Palladium.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me look.
I was looking to see what it was. I know it had a definition, but I don't know if it showed a picture or not.
Oh, okay. She posted a link to it? Cool.
Yeah, I didn't. I lost it now. So.
Kathleen.
What?
You could get us a name. Let's give away that gold pan vial and snuffer from our good friends over at MakeYourOwnGoldBars.com. Okay?
I can do that.
All right. The rules are like always. If Kathleen calls your name, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to answer in the Gold Prospector Space chat room that you are here. It's that simple. Easy peasy, mac and cheesy. And I'll be getting a new crony giveaway posted soon. And I'm trying to think.
I have a name.
You have a name? Okay.
I do.
All right.
But what kind of music are you going to play?
What kind do you want today?
I want that other one.
You want the
not the
I
one.
want the Benny
not
Hill
Dennis's.
one.
I still couldn't get that dang gum Benny Hill one yet.
Well, then use the other one then.
Wait a minute. Which one?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not a fan of that.
It's better than that other one.
It feels like I should be on a Google commercial.
Yeah, agreed, Rick.
The other one's getting old. Let's do something different.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. 1 minute, 30
I
seconds.
do have a name.
Go for it.
The name is Michael Roller.
Michael Roller. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Michael Roller.
Head bobbing.
Oh, mine is 2, Rich.
Just type it. I'm here, Michael.
It's that easy. Just say I'm here.
Michael, are you here?
Michael Roller. He's
there.
here, Kathleen.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really getting into this music, though.
No, I don't like it.
Wait a minute. You sure you don't like it?
I love
You
it.
just like to be skipping around the room or something.
Playing your little ukulele or something.
Yeah.
I can't make it stop. Stop.
Oh my
All
god.
right, that's enough.
It's an endless loop.
It won't stop. It really won't stop.
Sounds like you should be like holding hands and running in a field of daisies with Dennis.
It wouldn't stop, Kathleen.
Funny.
You kept trying it wouldn't stop. So.
I was about to throw the computer across the room.
Oh, my Lord. I've never had that happen.
Hey, you guys know how I feel.
I enjoyed it, though, until it wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Well, there's a first.
Mike Westside chatted you, so send me your address, please.
It's the joys of live radio, right, guys?
Yep, sir.
It is out of our control sometimes. That's craziness. No, it really wouldn't. It would not stop. Strange. Tommy knockers, right?
Yep.
Has to be what it is. We talked about them
Right.
last week, Kathleen, so they're here. They are here. Damn, so what else has been going on, guys?
Besides the flooding?
Yeah, other than the flooding. Because that
Water
sucks.
is very, very high all over.
Yeah, even the small creeks where you think, okay, everything else is flooded, I can get into these. Nope.
My koi pond, it kind of spilt over a little bit.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
It's into the yard now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, it went back down, but yeah.
Very briefly.
Oh, man. See.
And I was having this crazy dream that I was picking up koi from my yard.
It's not a dream.
It was so weird.
It almost happened, didn't it?
I know.
See, I seen a thing about koi earlier today. It said that the drainage system in Japan is so clean it has koi swimming in it. And they do. It showed pictures of it. There was koi swimming in the drainage ditches. And it was like, oh, Kathleen would like that.
I know. I'm really attached to those fish.
Well, they're bottom feeders. I mean, they'll clean any kind of algae or anything up.
Yeah,
so it's a good thing to actually have them.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. So it's actually pretty cool they have them in their drainage system. Help keep it clean. That's probably why it's so dang clean. Because they got them fancy carp in there. Right? Like bedazzled carp is what they are.
I think next month is the new arrival of the next two koi that we're getting.
Really? Next month? So wait, that's...
Yay.
I'm thinking,
March?
by the end of next month.
I can't wait.
Can't wait.
We're going to go to a koi farm and pick them out.
That's cool.
That's exactly what we're going to do. I can't wait.
Kind of like a fun day, Shad.
It does. You want to come too?
I think I might be...
It's in Ohio. It's in Ohio.
You gotta get like one of the clown kois, you know.
What
one of the kois that looks like a clown, with all the different colors.
A what one, Shad?
A gold one.
A gold koi?
Yeller.
We're getting a yellow ogon.
Yellow ogon?
That's what it's called.
A fancy name for fancy carp.
Oh, she knows all the...
I know all the names.
The Japanese technical names of these little fish. It's insane.
Jeez Louise. Next month, okay.
Crazy koi Kathleen.
Crazy koi lady. You're not the crazy koi. Crazy koi lady. You're going to be that old lady who's going to have like 80 koi.
Thank God not cats, though.
Oh, mercy.
Always stay outside.
Yeah. Well, not if she becomes a crazier koi lady. She'll have an indoor koi pond.
Well, that's the plan.
See?
No.
When we move to Arizona.
See? She'll be sitting in a rocking chair in front of the koi pond, just rocking and throwing them pellets in there. That's what it'll be, Shad. Be ready.
Yeah, it's maybe coming. In the retirement home I send her to.
No, I'm going to build a koi pond and build a house around it.
There you go.
Just park some trailers around it.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Man, crazy. We have her, folks. Crazy koi lady. Here on Prospector Radio. Every Wednesday and Sunday. Mercy. Rich, everything all good?
Yep.
Everything all good?
Yeah, the dredge is pretty much done. I'm just trying to get it out of the garage now. We got a bunch of wet weather here, and I don't want to get it.
You don't want to get it wet.
Drag.
You want to get it dirty.
I don't want to get drag marks all over it. I mean,
yeah.
I need to get it outside and put it back underneath my deck.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to drag it back there. I'll probably get a neighbor or somebody help me carry it.
Yeah, you don't want to drag it yet. No, too clean, too new.
I don't want to get all mud and everything over it because I don't want to put gouges in the backyard.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true.
I ain't worried about getting it dirty. I just don't want to gouge up my backyard.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's real muddy now. It's rained for 4 days straight here. So.
I know. Our basement flooded. It's like, I hate that crap.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It does. If we get rain like this, it does. It always floods. It just comes up from the floor. Because there's just so much dang water in the ground. It just starts coming up through the damn floor. Oh, dang floor, I said. Anyway. That's what happens. So we always hate when that happens around here.
Now, do you have like a sump pump down there?
No, it needs a sump pump. If it had a sump pump, it would solve that problem. I don't know. I don't believe so. Sorry, guys. And Dennis, everything going good with you?
Yeah, my dredge has been outside. It's pretty clean now. It's been rained on for last week.
Did you get a gas cap yet?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, there you go. You dressed it up.
Yeah, I got one from Hook. He had an extra gas cap at his garage, and he gave me a gas cap, and so yeah, it's a real pretty shiny chrome one.
Ooh, so no more rag?
No more rag. No more tape.
No more tape and a rag. You actually have a gas cap now.
Oh yeah.
Very cool, brother. Well, good. So you're ready, right?
Oh yeah. If it quit raining, yeah.
All right. If it quits, is the rain done for now? I think, ish.
I mean, for the most part right now.
What's the 7-day?
The man cave I can work out of, but after a while. It's like, okay, I'm ready to get in the creek, get wet.
Okay, well, I see more rain up Wednesday. Looks like Wednesday, Thursday, rain again. Monday, Tuesday, sunny. But the water's way too high to do anything, Dennis. So sorry.
Oh yeah,
sorry, bud. Soon, we're got to be getting close to spring now, right?
Yeah, it'll take a good week for that water to go down. A good week.
Easily. You guys noticed it's been staying light out?
Yes, it's been light a little longer, and temperatures are moderate, so...
Yeah, we actually had 2 days this week that were in the 70s, and then it went right back down to the 40s.
Yeah, but I'll take the 40s.
I'll take 40s.
Me too.
Yeah.
I hope, knock on wood, the snow is done and all that nonsense. That's all we can do is hope, guys. Spring has got to be
it's been a rough winter.
It's been too rough.
About 2 weeks, I'm heading to Texas.
Oh, that's right. You're heading out on your hog hunt, so have fun with that. That's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you'll have Cooley's Corner next Sunday, Rich?
Yeah, I'll have a Cooley's Corner next Sunday.
All right. And then I know Kathleen's got her dredging up the news Wednesday night. So, Dennis, anything new on Oak Island or same old, same old?
There's, no, not really.
No.
You got tuned in next season.
Really talk about. I know they're doing some more metal detecting and they're finding some more stuff. But I mean, I don't know. It's like they got to the bottom of that borehole and there wasn't any water in it. And they like put a camera down in there, and before you know it, then the water started gushing back up. But they're doing some more detecting on the beach there. And then over at Nolan's Cross.
Right. I seen the previews of that new show. It looks like they're gonna steer that way now, don't it? Like this.
Well, I mean, they're finding a lot of stuff detecting. So
right. So it seems like maybe this borehole thing is not even worth it. Just get out there and do this new thing. So kind of, I want to see the new one. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, because it cost them, I think, like $1 million for every great big hole that they drill like that.
Spent a fortune doing that,
Yeah.
Oh my!
It had to have been. I bet you they've got millions invested in that project.
Oh, it.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, and to come up with wood, that would suck.
Well, they're finding a lot more than wood this season.
Yeah, but not really in the pit. I mean, like I'm with you. They're finding more on the beach.
Yep.
Than they found in the pits, and so, and that's the way I see it. So, how many more episodes is there this year? Can't be many, right?
I don't think there's that many left. I don't know exactly how many's left, but they're probably getting close to the end of the season.
Gotta be, right? Because they're already announcing this new show and stuff. So, I bet they'll roll from that one right into this one. So that's cool. Give you something to watch. You think you'll be as big a fan of this new show as you are of Oak Island?
The new one that they're spinning off to?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is the new show? I didn't hear this.
Tell them about them.
That's where they're diving, and I guess underwater diving and underwater detecting for some of the treasures and gold and...
All around the same area.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's obvious it probably was ships that wrecked in that area. So.
They started doing more research and more history and following the paper trail and... Sure. And thank goodness, just like Charlie said, there was a lot of stuff documented from, 100 years ago or so.
Well, actually, when they first started this, wasn't they diving?
They dove
I
a
do
couple
recall
times.
they were diving
Yeah,
when they first
they
started
dove
this.
looking for those what were they called, Dennis? Those like
the rings or something to up on the rocks to haul.
Yeah, some kind of
in
rock
and out.
down there that was shape of a
Mm-hmm.
something, part of their cross.
Something like that. But yeah, I think the new show might be pretty interesting. We'll check that one out and see what you think of that one. Because I know you like them guys, Dennis. I'd like to see them hit something big, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sooner or later, it's got to happen. So, you guys got anything else tonight, or you want to go ahead and wrap it up?
I got something.
Go for it.
All the Cronies Club members, if you have not received a Cronies decal, make sure you send Kathleen your information. If you go to the Cronies Club tab on Gold Prospector Space, posted her email there, and just make sure you send it so we can get those out. Because I know if there's been a few people asking, so that's how to make sure we send them to you.
Very cool. Oh,
and make sure you're still a member also.
Yep, you'll know when you click that tab. All right, Rich.
Yep.
Now, Shad, did you have birthdays?
Oh, yeah. Why not, right?
Why not, right?
It is a happy day.
It is.
Shad is now the birthday boy.
Yay. That's what I hoped to do when I grew up.
Producer/birthday boy.
Happy birthday to you. All right, today's birthdays. Not too many, actually. Thank God. We got Adam Tampy, Benjamin Seifert, Darren Hereford, Dave, Kwame Schoenberg, Leighton Wildrick, S.J. Stevens, Tim Krieger. And tomorrow, I might as well read those.
Yeah.
Those are all today.
Mm-hmm.
We got Barb Longenecker.
That's
Crusher
Dano's
Pig.
wife.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Well, Crusher Pig, Damon Powers, Doug Breesey, Eric Hoppert, John Rose, and Kevin Morris. So happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday, everyone. Oh,
and anyone else later on this
That's
week or
right.
last week
Up
that we
until
didn't
Wednesday.
say name, happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, everybody. And don't forget to tune in to our friends Ed and Jesse and Dano over there on their YouTube page every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Tuesday night hangouts with Ed and Jess. So be sure and check that out as well. I'm not sure who their guest is this week. I should know these things, but I never do.
That's me.
Oh, is it you this week?
Yep.
Well, Dennis Dayton is the guest this week on Tuesday night hangouts with Ed and Jess. So everybody listening tonight, be sure to tune in over there on that at 8 o'clock.
And Razor, he turns 105 this Tuesday. So happy birthday,
Razor. Man.
Hey, Joe asked on the site, do we get another sticker when we renew for the Cronies Club?
Yes.
What, Kathleen?
Yes.
Yes.
If you want one, send us your address.
Send her your address.
That way we know you want another one.
Right. That way we know
There you go.
You renewed and you want another one. Very good. All right. So on that note, I think that's everything, Shad. Is it?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Sounds like it to me,
I
too.
think so.
Think so, Dennis?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, guys. On that note, we're out of here. Have a great week. We'll see you Wednesday at 9 o'clock on West Coast Wednesdays. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.